Again, with regards to the Yankees' rotation, maybe Carrasco's a key piece. Here's what Jack Curry tweeted. With the way Boone has raved about Carrasco's swing and miss stuff, indications that Carrasco is likely to be in the rotation. He has an opt-out on March 22nd. I see these two sides staying together. Yankees need rotation depth, so it'd be unwise to lose Carrasco. It's interesting, now, when you look at this rotation, it wasn't that long ago you were thinking, all right, well, Marcus Stroman could be on the way out. No. At this point now, it feels like Carrasco is in, Stroman's in, obviously. Will Warren could be in the mix. What have you seen from Cookie Carrasco that makes you think this guy can still be a viable starter?
Well, I mean, looking at him, obviously, with Hill and then Garrett Cole being out, it presented some depth issues for the Yankees now. And Carrasco was brought in as, to see what else he has at this point in his career. But, he struggled a bit with getting that swing and miss on the slider. And that's always been his bread and butter. But I think coming into this year, what do you want to see from a guy like him to make these decisions easier for Aaron Boone as far as making sure to keep him? And, through today, I mean, in 16 innings, he's got a 1.69 ERA. He's got 15 Ks in those 16 innings with a 154 opponent average. Now, it's spring training, but what is it that you want to see over the course of spring training to help make these types of decisions?
Yeah.
And the other thing, too, is he's got that swing and miss stuff back. He's been getting good swing and miss, and his whip percentage on his slider is at 40% this spring. So that's telling you right now that he's able to get the swing and miss with that slider, which has always been his bread and butter. His velocity's been a tick up as well. So he's looked more like the pitcher from before as opposed from the pitcher the last couple of years. So it makes it easier for those decisions. And there's been a couple of guys, too, that I've also been keeping my eye on, including Carrasco, as far as those guys vying for rotation spots and their performance over the course of spring, helping those managers and teams make those decisions. The other guy has been Casey Mize for me with the Tigers. Now,
#1 overall pick, high expectations, overcoming injury.
Yeah, and he's had a good year under his belt too. Then has had a couple of years of injuries, and last year not so good. Had a hard time getting that velocity back. Couldn't quite get the swing and miss on his splitter. But this year, really been getting a lot of swing and miss over the course of spring training on that split finger. His velocity has ticked up as well. Kind of was battling Jackson Jobe and Keter Montero, for a couple of spots in that rotation. But again, what do you want to see from a guy like Casey coming into spring training? This is what you want to see. So A.J. Hinch makes it an easy decision. This guy definitely is earning a rotation spot on a guy that we're having question marks. You want to see that improvement. Casey's been showing that.
To your point, by the way, he had a 4.5 ERA a year ago. Opponents at 2.90 off of him, so clearly needs to improve that.
Yeah, he's a guy that wanting to see that improvement. #1 overall pick, and he's got the stuff. Does it come back? And so far, it looks like it has come back for Casey Mize.
They want him to maximize his talent.
Yeah, and I think, with the rotation issues that the Tigers had last year, and A.J. Hinch doing a great job last year, kind of basically scooping
a bunch of guys,
Casey could be a big piece for them going into that season. The other guy that I've kind of had my eye on for the Rangers, Jack Leiter. I mean, he's kind of burst onto spring training, big uptick in his velocity, and he's really been throwing the ball well. Living in the upper 90s, 98, 99 with that fastball. Everything's been really looking good. Added a sinker and a changeup to go along with his breaking ball and his slider, to kind of bring more of an array of pitches. But kind of been battling for a rotation spot. Clearly, with the spring that he has, and obviously they've had a few injuries themselves over the course of spring, has definitely, I think, earned a spot in this rotation to be able to kind of continue his start to his big league career. But, I mean, Jack, the way he's been throwing this spring has been like an eye-opener, I think, for a lot of people in that Tigers and the Rangers organization, that, hey, this guy's making those improvements. And, whatever Al, was telling him over the course of the offseason, he's definitely been taken to it because he's throwing the ball great this spring.
Yeah, batter's just 1 for 14 against Leiter's fastball so far this spring. They were hitting .350 against it in the regular season a year ago.
And this spring, nobody's hitting it.
No, that below is huge. And imagine if Jacob DeGrom can get back to being the guy they thought. I love Kumar Rocker. Who knows? The Rangers staff could be something fun to watch. Houston Astros City Connects. You're the fashionista right here.
Yeah,
what do you got?
I actually like these a lot.
Good luck, right? Just Stros.
I think they're one of the better looking City Connect uniforms, and there's some that have been a real big miss. But this one I'm liking. This one that looks good.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's simplistic enough, right? You want to be different. Don't go too wacky, then it gets a little nuts. In terms of great uniforms, what's a personal favorite of yours?
Well, I would take it back to, as a kid, watching the Florida Marlins. My dad was working for them at the time. Early 90s, Chucky Carr right here with the teal.
Oh, my God.
Pinstripes. Get out of here with these uniforms. This is classic right here. Now when you're talking about
Burnett, yes.
Well, he didn't like Billy the Marlin driving his pickup truck behind him while he's warming up. So you got to let him know, hey, don't do that while I'm pitching. But the classic teal for the Marlins, that's what I grew up with. I know I'm probably, making Mikey Lowe and Cliff Lloyd feel a little old right now.
That's okay.
Hey, sorry.
I love that logo as well. I'm partial to the Montreal Expos, the powder blue. I mean, back in the day, that Expos logo to me, I mean, that's, again, we're talking 80s baseball here. The blue and that Expo, you look at it, what is that thing? What exactly is an Expo? What it was massive in Montreal, north of the border. The other one I also love, too, going old school, this is predates you or me, which is when I watch old video. I love the
Yes.
Pirates. I mean, Kent Tekulve with the hat.
Yep.
I mean, Billy Stargell, you get Clemente even before that. The Pirates black and yellow.
How about the shorts with the White Sox when they had the shorts with the jerseys with the big collars? Like I remember playing for the White Sox. We had to wear those jerseys on a throwback day. A little tough.
Well,
a little tough.
a little heavy as well.